This is the number one thing that guards do that kills their reads on the ball screen. So first off, my name is Brady Rankin. I am a former college basketball player and I've been a trainer for over 2 years now. I've spent those last 2 years working with multiple Division I guards and have helped them double and even triple their stats. What I've learned from these players is just what it takes to come off the ball screen at an elite level. I've seen up close all the tricks that they do to be able to be so efficient in the pick and roll at the highest level possible. And from working with them and also studying over 1,000 games myself, I have a couple things about the ball screen that I would be happy to share with you. So there's one thing that most people get wrong when they use the ball screen, and for me, it's the easiest way to tell if someone is average at using the ball screen or is very advanced at it. And this one thing is called probing. So when you hear that word, you probably don't know what it means, but when I explain it and I show you some examples, you're gonna see exactly what I mean. Probing by definition is to analyze or observe. And when you see elite players coming off the ball screen, you will see them literally examining or observing. They'll be looking at their roller, they'll be looking at the tag pass or the lift guy. They're seeing everything on the floor. And while they're doing this, they're playing at their own speed. And this is the most important thing for any player that uses ball screens, because if you come off this screen at one speed and you aren't analyzing the floor and observing your options, you are missing so many reads and you are not as efficient as you could be in the pick and roll. So if you're somebody that feels like you're not reaching your full potential coming off of ball screens, then this might be your biggest problem. So let's go over probing in full detail. So when you see players probe coming off the ball screen, what you'll see is almost like this skip in their step. They're shielding the ball with their body and they're analyzing everything around them. The biggest thing that I would say, and my biggest advice for people when they want to start probing off of ball screens, is to make sure your defender is caught on the screen. One thing I always like to say is use your rear view mirrors. Once you get your defender into the screen, you want to see where he's at and make sure that he doesn't get back in this play and disrupt any read you're getting ready to make. If you use your rear view mirrors, you will see this. You'll even see some players literally slam the brakes and cut their defender off, purposely getting back into them to take them out of the play and create a 2-on-1 situation. These are all the little things that separate an average player coming off the pick and roll and an elite player coming off the pick and roll. So now that we went over setting your defender up into the screen, now let's go over the second thing, which is shielding the ball with your body. When a player is probing, they are not facing the person that is guarding the screener. They always have the ball protected while also analyzing and looking over their shoulder. There's a big difference between protecting the ball with your body and completely turning your back to your defender. You want to make sure you're still able to see everything around you while also protecting the ball with your body. This is a huge piece when it comes to probing off the ball screen because we don't want to get the ball picked off from us because we're exposing the ball too much. We want to make sure that the person guarding the screener cannot pick this ball off, because if they do, that's going to kill this whole action and it's even going to lead to some open fast breaks on the opposite side. So now that we went over getting your defender into the screen and then also making sure you know where your defender's at by using your rear view mirrors, the last thing we have to do is understand all of our options. So when we're probing, we want to see what the big is going to do first off. And then we want to see what the tag guy is doing. I know this sounds like a lot, but if you want to be elite coming off the pick and roll, you've got to have all this stuff on autopilot. So when you come off the screen, if the big is dropping, we want to use our eyes and keep the big guessing. We want that big always thinking that we may potentially be throwing that ball to our roller. And this doesn't just apply to a roller. If we have a pick and pop big, we want that big thinking that we're kicking back to our pick and pop guy. By doing all of this, by using our eyes, by changing gears, we're going to keep that big guessing, which is exactly what we want. We want to be the one in control of this pick and roll. That's what's going to make us elite. And so by doing this, by using our eyes and changing speeds, we can open up a ton of opportunities for ourselves. We can create driving lanes for ourselves. We can create open shots for our teammates just by using our eyes and slowing down more. So now that you understand what probing is, now it's time for you to go practice it. One of my favorite drills to do is 2-on-2 ball screen or even 2-on-1 ball screen, emphasizing players to use their imagination. So if we're playing 2-on-1 ball screen, we want to make sure that that player is imagining that a big is rolling to the rim. We want them to work on keeping that chase defender on their hip and using their rear view mirrors. So if you want to improve your ability to use the pick and roll, start practicing probing. Maybe even play 1-on-1 ball screen and work on keeping that chase defender in your rear view mirrors. Once you start to learn the ability to probe and you start studying the pick and roll more than you've ever done before, you're going to start seeing the game in slow motion. And so if this video helped you out at all, go check out my ball screen masterclass. I give away every single thing that I've learned from watching over thousands of games and working with Division I players. And I also help explain all of the reads you're going to see in a pick and roll, which will help you adding probing to your game even easier. And so with that being said, thank you for watching this video. If you want to see more videos like this, I'm going to start uploading consistently. So hit that subscribe button and stay updated when I post more basketball IQ content.